you now, girl. Tune in. You know what it is.
My opinions are facts podcast.
Yeah. Straight up.
What's going on, everybody? It's Monday. It's Monday. New week. New week. It's a holiday week. We got Easter coming up, so try to have a good week. Set it off right. Of course, we got tonight coming MLB picks for 4/14/2025. Wasn't too bad yesterday. We tried to put everything together. I know a lot was disappointed because of the Pirates. We thought they was gonna surprise us, but they didn't surprise us at all. They just did what we know they normally do. Drop games. Got shut out again. That's 2 games in a row that got shut out. So, but like I said, Hunter Green, I always say I think he's better than Skeens at pitching. I mean, that dude just remarkable. So I wish that was the matchup yesterday, Skeens versus Hunter Green. But we didn't get it. Hope we get it next time in the future when they meet up again later on in the season. But with no further ado, let's get to it. First game we got on the menu is the Pittsburgh Pirates facing off against the Washington Nationals. Both teams aren't looking too good, although Washington had a little fun beating the Dodgers. But after that, they dropped 2 straight to the Marlins, and Pittsburgh dropped 3 straight to the Reds. Both teams are not looking good at all, as I said. But today on the mound pitching, Brad Lord for the Nationals. No wins this season, 1.80 whip or ERA, I'm sorry, and the whip 1.80. We got, of course, the boy Paul Skeens on the mound, 1-1. He dropped his last game. I was shocked he lost that one. But nonetheless, his ERA is 3.44, whip 0.82. Yeah, of course, they got the Nationals plus 1.5 run line because, Skeens is on the mound. We expect Skeens to pull off a victory, so that's why they're in the plus value. Leaning heavy on Pittsburgh today, 64.4%. Yeah, I mean, I didn't put on my slip, but another one I did bet on them, and I like Pittsburgh to win. I really think we can pull this off, and honestly, the bats have been horrible for the Pirates, so if you want to parlay it up, you can go Pirates. I would go. Boy, it's rare you see a money line minus 205. I just seen that. That's super low. Yeah. Now, if you want to look for some value, this is rare in baseball too. I mean, let me remind y'all. So they're basically forcing they're forcing us to bet that run line. It is tricky. It's tricky because, like I said, Skeens could probably pitch a good game. It might not allow a run or maybe 2 the most, but Pittsburgh has not been hitting the ball to get runs. So I don't know if we can make a 3-1 type game, 4-2 type game. I don't know. Yeah, Skeens 10K. That's easy. That's easy money. But you never know. Last game I thought so too, and he really gave up the mound. But yeah, 10's an easy one. But we want to make a couple of dollars. So this what I would do. I would do Skeens 9.5 over, and you gotta push the Pirates. So if we believe in Skeens so much, this is what you would do. Run line minus 1.5 the Pirates, and you'll take Skeens for over and strikes. And if the over is like 7.5, go for 9, go for 10. So since if you really want to feel lucky, I would take the over. I think it's 8.5 strikes. I will do that, or I'll take a straight 9 Pirates run line. I ain't get to the Tigers yet. I just started, my man. Stay tuned. I got you. But yeah, like I said, Skeens, I will go Skeens 9 strikeouts, or wherever the over is. It might change by now. Take Skeens on the over and run line for the Pirates. Because if we believe in Skeens so much, we believe they can win by 2. Whether it's 2-0, 3-1, that's what we believe in. But we got some games to get to. But like I said, that's the pick I will go with. Run line for the Pirates. That and Skeens over and strikes. Gotta have 370. Whoa, that's a nice one right there. Like I said, now the Nationals, They was their bats was working against the Dodgers pitcher. I forget his name, but yeah, the bats was working against them, so they was getting with it. So I don't know, it's gonna be nice though. We'll see. So before we leave the game, run line for the Pirates -1.5. Skeens 10 Ks. Next game we got the Giants versus the Phillies. Both teams coming in on top of the game. 7-2 Giants on the road. They're still on the East Coast road trip going against the Phillies, who's 5-1 at home this season. Gotta fade you, fam. Got national +1.5. Hey, I don't blame you because the Pirates, boy, the bats don't work, so it's hard to say. So I ain't even mad at that one. Evian Martinez, I ain't mad at that pick. So we got, like I said, two powerhouse teams, Giants and Philly. Giants still on the West Coast trip or East Coast trip. Sorry. +1.5, of course. Philly for the run line. Pitching today for both teams. You got the right-hander Landon Roop. 3.60 is the ERA. WHIP is 1.50. Going against Taiwan Walker, who's back on the mound again, who just collected a win on Friday. He's 1-0 on the season. WHIP 1.13. They're leaning with the Giants. I mean, Giants have been proving what they can do. Excuse me, they had a nice win yesterday with the Yankees, 5-4. Phillies definitely took a beat down from the Cardinals, 7-0. That's because people want to laugh at the pitcher who I was telling about. I'm like, look, Cardinals they're old, but sometimes the old souls get it done. So yeah, Philly dropped that one bad. So can they bounce back? I don't know. The Giants Giants look good. And like I said, they're out east. So, time zone, all that stuff comes into effect on that tight time. Now, me personally, just looking at everything and just thinking like, what should I go with? Don't think long, you think wrong. And I'm definitely going with the Phillies, Bryce Harper to get 2 bases. If anything, I'm going to depend on the bats for Philly. So I'm gonna just go with Harper with 2 bases. That's what I'm gonna do. 2 bases for Bryce Harper for the Phillies. If you guys say you better pick somebody or else, I'm gonna just go money line with the Phillies. I just think that they have a good chance to bounce back after that shutout from the Cardinals. Didn't expect that, but yeah, I see the bounce back could be good for them. So if I had to pick a winner, I would go money line Phillies. But my for sure bet on my bet slip is Bryce Harper plus 2 bases. On to the next game. We got the Boston Red Sox versus Tampa Bay Rays. +1.5. The Red Sox on the run line. They're leaning, of course, towards the Tampa Bay Rays, 53%. Pitching today for both teams. The 0-1 Tanner Hoke, 4.41 ERA, with 1.47 going against Shane Baz. 1-0 on the season, 1.38 ERA. The whip is 1.08. And we hear that Harper fantasy. Yes, I like that pick. Yes, because I think if anything, his bat's going to work today. Not saying he'll get the win, but the bat's going to work. Might be low scoring, but I think he can pull it off. So I like that one. Have you went over the Giants? I just did. I said if somebody said pick something there, pick a team or else, I will go with the Phillies on a run line or money line. Sorry, but I went with Bryce Harper to get 2 bases. I trust anything. I trust in his bat to give me the working. Give me the 2 bases. No run first in it. Not these 2 games. I don't have that for. I don't really see it, but give me a second here, y'all. Boston Red Sox going against Tampa Bay, as I said. As far as looking at the pitching, it feels like it could be an over game. I will be excited with the over, but I think just got here. What are your plays? So far, my plays, since you're here early, I'll give it to you. I like the Pirates. We're going to parlay Skeens with 10 Ks. And we're going to say the Pirates are going to get that run line -1.5 because we think Skeens is going to set it off and the bats might work just good enough for the score to be 3-1 for the Pirates game. And the game I just passed up the Phillies, I said if a team had to win, I had to pick, I will go with the Phillies money line, but my for sure bet is Bryce Harper for 2 hits or 2 bases, sorry. Bryce Harper 2 bases for that second game. I'm on the third game, so you're right on time. Like I said, Boston and Tampa Bay. I'm leaning with Tampa Bay run line. Excuse me, money line. There, I'm getting ahead of myself. Woosah. No doubt, no doubt. I appreciate you being here. What was that? Ian in his G Moore. I appreciate you being here, brother. Yes, I'm going Tampa Bay money line. I think they will just pull. I think the pitching is going to get them over the hump. So I'm gonna trust in the arm of Shane Baz, and I think it can get them to the promised land. So money line, we're going with the Tampa Bay Rays. On to the next game. We got a pretty decent one coming up here. We have the Kansas City Royals. They're at the Yankees Stadium in the Bronx, baby. 5-4 at home. The Yankees are plus 1.5 run line, of course, for the Royals. Leaning on the Yankees to win, 56%. They got them at. Pitching today, we have who I like, Seth Lugo. I like him. I like guy. Of course, he's a righty. 1-1 on the season. 3.24 ERA. WHIP is 1.26 going against Carlos Carrasco. 1-1 on the season for him. 7.71 ERA. Ooh. 1.63 WHIP. I'm trying to think, man. I don't know. Me personally, if anything, I'm going with the under. I know the pitching ERA is like, but I don't know. I just don't think the Royals' bats wasn't working too much. They haven't been scoring a lot lately. I don't know. 9 is tough. And plus, like I said, Seth Lugo pitching. So I'm gonna trust the arm of him, and I don't know if the Royals can get it off. So I like the under 9. I'm gonna go 9. If you have to tease it up to 9. 9.5 is the max because after that probably the value wouldn't be there. So I will go with teasing it up to 9.5 to under. I appreciate everybody y'all give me the heart stuff like that. You pin those. Okay, yep, gotcha. Yeah, for that one. So like I said, we are gonna go with the under with the Yankees and Royals. What are some money line teams? I ain't get far yet, but the money line I got so far would have been Tampa Bay Rays going against Red Sox. I got that for the money line so far. You'll get a good vibe. I think at 120. Okay, fellas. Like I said, Royals and Yankees. That game, I am taking that under 9 total runs. If you see that 8.5, tease up to 9.5, you probably get some value still if you're parlaying like I do sometimes. So you can go with that one. To the next game, we have. It was looking good for a second, but I guess it's back to reality. Braves on the road, 1-9. They was close yesterday. He dropped the ball. They was starting to get hot. EC King Viz. Yeah, the only money line I gave up right now was Tampa Bay Rays. Everything else was a player prop or run line, not no money line, except for the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, we got the Braves. They're at the Blue Jays, who are 5-2 at home this season. And surprisingly, minus 1.5 the run line for the Braves. They think they could pull this off. Of course, they're favoring plus 1.5 for Toronto, minus 175. So that sounds like the for sure thing, but let's not be for sure where you don't make no money, find no value in that because minus 175, no. So pitching for the team, Grant Holmes for the Braves, 0-1 on the season. Why? Because the 4.00 ERA explains that one with the WHIP 1.67. So the bats get it smacking when they're on the mound, when they're on the batter's deck waiting to go against him. We got Easton Lucas, who's the lefty, coming with Toronto. 2-0 on the season. He definitely got that arm. ERA a flat line, 0.00. WHIP is 0.68. There you go. That's why he's 2-0. Okay, they're leaning heavy on the Braves today because I think they're banking on the dugout to come here and stake it up for the Blue Jays, and they think they can overpower that. Or they're just believing like, hey, the Braves got to win. I think that's what they're kind of doing with this one. They're feeling the Braves have to win. You already been warned. Yep, for sure. Definitely. Donnell Shaw, what's going on with you? Yeah, like you see here, they almost had it yesterday in the first inning. They got smashed 8-3, pulled off Saturday against the Rays. So the Braves been up and down, up and down. 3-2 with the Blue Jays. They had a nice win. Actually, I went to extra innings yesterday with the Orioles. I think that was. Let me see what score. What score was that? Oh yeah, 7-6. But yeah, this one right here. I think people just want to pick the Braves because they feel like there's no way they can just drop another one and go to 1-10 on the road this season. But according to the pitching, why would I go elsewhere? Because if I'm gonna choose the Blue Jays because of Easton Lucas, but I don't know. So what I did do I'm gonna take Easton Luca for some strikes. I call it that 3.5. You get it at 4 for -150. So you can get 4Ks, 3.5 Ks. Easton Lucas. That's the route I went to. That's on my slip. So that's what I went with, guys. I know you guys look. Who can you pick? Listen? My gut is saying the Braves, just because I just feel like they gotta steal one. I think they're gonna come in and just get one. Blue Jays has got the better pitcher, so I'm going with the ace that's going to be on the mound to start the game off. So, like I said, Easton Lucas over 3.5 Ks. You catch it at 4. On to the next game, we go to Detroit and Milwaukee. Now, the Tigers, of course, one of the better teams. They moved up in the power rankings, but they are still below 500 on the road, 4-5. Going against the 5-2 Brewers, who are that record at home. That's pretty good, surprisingly. Last or Saturday's last time I caught them and bet on their game, they disappointed me. Pitching today for both teams, we got Tariq Skubal, who I thought was one of the better pitchers, but he's 1-2 on the season. Whip 1.20, ERA 3.76. He got 16 strikeouts on the season going against Tyler Alexander, the lefty. Two lefties going against each other. Should be interesting. 1-0 for the Alexander for the season. ERA 2.84. Whip is 1.18. With this one right here, of course, they're leaning towards the Tiger because they're in the top 10 power rankings now. With me, I felt the same way, except for I just parlayed this. That's what I did. I think Tiger's going to give it to him. Run line 1.5, and I got Tariq Skubal getting 6.5 Ks, over 6.5 Ks. I put that right together. I'm confident they should go in here and just, give him the business early. Take him out of here, get his little 7 strikeouts. They go up. They could probably win this. I would say about maybe 6-4, 5-2. I can see that happening. I think he can keep them guys cool because all you really got to worry about, like I say, Jackson Churio. That's one of them guys, man. He got the bat right now for the Brewers. So I think that can happen for them. Like I said, Detroit, I am taking the Tigers. Skubal over 6.5 Ks. And I'm going for the run line. So I'm going to tease that. 1.5 on the run line. You guys can tease it to 2. Probably really get some plus value. But, yeah, that's a two-way parlay right there. So that's what I like for that game, Tigers and Brewers. On to the next game. We are going to the Mets and Twins. Funny game right here because I don't get why I'm seeing what I'm seeing. But, of course, Mets is on the road 5-4 in the season. They're going to face the Twins at home, who is 2-4. Run line for the Mets plus 1.5. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking too. Maybe this is the reason why. We got the pitching today for the Mets. Clay Holmes, 1-1 on the season. ERA 4.30, whip 1.70. Going against Joe Ryan, who's 1-1 on the season. ERA 2.65. The whip is 0.71. Ooh. Yeah. But still, I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I don't know. And they're leaning on 55%. There's just no way. I know. You think I'm just saying the Mets because the Mets is a better team, but I just don't see it. I can't see this one. I can't see it. They're saying to take the Twins on the money line, and it's like, wow. And I'm looking at everything and I'm wondering why. Rolling San Diego Padres. I'll get to the Padres here in a second. Mets letting me down. Yeah, the Mets did let you down. I think they're back today. I got a boost on runs. First inning was taking the under for Pittsburgh game. You like? Yeah, I like that one because I know for sure Skeens ain't gonna give up a run. We know that. And the Pirates' bat's been so trash lately. That's a good no run first inning. I like that one. I like that. I'm confident in your back. Appreciate you. You throw that in there. Y'all who see that in the comments, you might want to tell that right there. But yeah, like I said, I'm looking. Yeah, the Mets beat the A's, dropped one to the A's, and yeah, but the A's have decent pitchers, y'all. So don't get it messed up. Like, yeah, we know they're trash, but their pitchers are, man, they're good. They are good. Yeah, the Twins finally got a win against Detroit, so I guess their Bravos need to tighten them up. Yes, they do, man. I've been trying to, I've been on the Braves. I've been trying to give them hope, but they ain't do it. But they like them today. But like I said, I ain't feeling them like that. But yeah, back to this one right here. I think the Twins are giving that no run first inning. What's the game? I like the Pittsburgh, the Pirates game, no run first inning. Yeah, the A's are balling. Yeah, that's why I told people, like, don't slouch them. If they lose, they They don't lose by much most of the time. Padres, Mets, Yankees, Tigers money line. I ain't get to the Padres yet. I ain't get to the LA game yet. But yeah, the Mets. That's what I'm on right now. This one right here, honestly, on it pitching, I like the over 7.5. I like that. Take the Tigers. Yeah, I took the Tigers run line 1.5, and I took Scoop over 6.5 strikeouts. ECK King V's. I'm gonna get to the Padres in LA in a second. We're about, a couple of games. We're out of here anyway. Yeah, I like the over for this game. The pitchers give up quite a few runs, so yeah, this Mets and Twins game, I like the over for that one. I was looking for some player props, but I didn't really find nothing I wanted. And yeah, like Buddy said, man, the Mets have been letting me down. The Mets have been letting me down, especially the player props like Soto. I don't know, just get 780 million, man. You can't get on base twice. All good though. Let's move on from that one. Like I said, the Mets and the Twins, we are taking the over. I am taking the over 7.5. On to the next one. We are with switch my hair. We got the Cards, who gave it to Philly yesterday, going against the Astros. Astros are even 500 on the road, 3-3. Cardinals looking good at home at 6-3. They're sitting at. Cause the Padres, I didn't get to that game yet. After this one, I'll be there. Mets and Dodgers breaking my heart. Yeah, especially the Mets. Not so much the Dodgers, except for if you're a player prop guy like me, Ohtani hurt me on Saturday. I could have a nice ticket hit if he hit. He got on base one more time. Bring it back to the lesson at hand. Like I said, the Cardinals 6-3 at home, looking pretty good. Plus 1.5 for them today on the run line. They feel I don't know why they got the plus, but like me and like I'm thinking, I like the 56%. I'm leaning with St. Louis, just like they're on here. I like them. Does the Nats win? No, I think Skeens can hold them off. I think they're gonna let them pitch for most of the game too. So I like the Pirates in that one. But I'm gonna be real with you. That's my prediction. I don't know, but I like the Pirates for that one just because of Skeens. It's hard to go against them. Back to where we was at. Pitching today for the Astros and for the Cardinals. Hey, you got two real good pitchers here. Framber Valdez, I like him. 1-1 on the season, ERA 2.50, the whip 0.94. Going against the veteran Sonny Gray. Giants versus Phillies. I took the Bryce Harper 2 bases. If I had it forced to be picked, I would take who did I say I took? I took the Phillies money line though. But the Nats have good hitters. Yeah, they do got good hitters. Yeah, they showed against the Dodgers, but schemes and schemes, man. You got to, until he proves otherwise, you gotta go with the winner. The top pitcher. But like I said, they're going against the veteran Sonny Gray, pitcher for the Cardinals today, 2-0 on the season, 4.50 with the ERA and the whip is 0.88. So what that always mean, when you see them whips, you know what I like to think about. How should I go about it? So I'm thinking, and it's key too, because it switched. It dropped down. It's 6.5 for the run or for the over total over under for total runs. They're trying to push you just because of the pitchers. Yeah, it sounds tempting to take that under 6.5, which yeah, because like honestly, Houston hasn't been hitting the ball lately, so their bats ain't working too good. They actually scored yesterday. They got I think 6-7 runs yesterday against the Angels. Pull that off. But like I said, the Cards could score too. So if you want to be safe, I would take the over 6.5 for sure. But me honestly, because the money line is real good for either team, I'll go with the Cards, man. I'm saying, you know what? I think the Cards can get back-to-back victories. Why not? Why not? I like the vet on the mound right now. Sonny Gray, man, been around. The guy's been around. But the Framber, the left-handed, he's tricky, man. Left-handed tricky. So, like I said, sometimes depends how many innings they're going to be in there. Do they want to set a standard, what records they'll get and whatnot? So, yeah, that's my lean for sure. My lean is definitely the over 6.5 runs. Like I said, if you had to take a winner of 1 or 2, you can go with St. Louis money line. That's what I will roll with. Next game, the game you all been waiting for, just like me, because that's the only really good game we got today. And hey, we have 2 Titans playing. When the Power Rankings come out Thursday, I can guarantee you The Padres is probably going to be at number 2 because they're not going to move the Yankees or Dodgers. I'm sorry, out of there yet. And but I know the Cubs, who they're playing against, are going to jump over the Yankees for sure. Boston, the Rays. I took the Rays on the money line. So we got here. You know the records: 11-7 on the season for the Cubs, 7-3 on the road, going against the Padres, who put up a 10-0 at home. See, 6+. You like that? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. James Wood over and 1 at home. Yeah, today that would be cool. I think James Wood can get over on that today. I like that one. HR plus RBIs. Yeah, so we got the Padres. I'm sorry, perfect record at home. Both on top of their divisions for sure. Plus 1.5 the Cubs are because they're on a West Coast trip. This is their second stop on the West Coast. Over under is 7.5. They're leaning slightly giving a lean to the Padre just because the momentum. They're undefeated at home. They're looking good. Tatis, Machado, all them guys are looking excellent. Because remember last year I thought they was going to at least get to. Actually, I thought he was going to get there. I thought he was going to go to the World Series last year, but they didn't quite make it. But yeah, they're showing it this year. They're not playing no games. Pitching today, Jameson Taillon for the Cubs. 1-1 on the season, 6.06 for the ERA. WHIP is 1.35. Going against Dylon Cease. Yes, the ace, Dylon Cease. 1-1 on the season. ERA 7.98, 1.57 is the WHIP. You said New York or KC. That one I took the who did I get for that one? I took the under 9 for that one. You might want to tease it. You might have to tease it up to 9.5 and take the under for that. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of hitting. Yankees haven't been hitting too well, and Casey sure hasn't. And I trust the pitching for the Royals to keep the score low, according to me. But back to this game of the night. Definitely game of the night. Yeah, like I said, the pitching got 2. But this is what I did though. Me being me. I want to go with my boy Fernando Tatis, 2 bases. That's the way I'm going. You guys can look for the victorious team. I'm taking Fernando Tatis to get 2 hits. I think he can pull that off, or 2 bases. I think he can pull that off. And if you don't like him, you can go with Machado. Either one of them guys, I can see them guys getting 2 bases. All they got to do is go on first, and he's coming along, boom, get it right there. So Fernando Tatis, 2 bases. If you guys want me to say who's going to win, who you like to win, of course. Why wouldn't I say the Cubs give them their first home loss? They're built to do it. That team's built to give them their first loss. So yes, I would go for. Some would call it upset, but I would call that would make perfect sense. Hey, why not the 10-game winning streak end tonight? So if I had to pick a winner, I would go. Who's that? We said Skeens over 5.5 strikeouts. I don't know because the national bats work pretty good. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. But hey, if we picking the Pirates to win, he has to get over 5.5. So go for it. You believe the Pirates can win like I believe they can win tonight? Take that over 5.5. Yeah, this one, like I said, the Cubs, I'll take them for the upset. I think they can take out this 10-game home winning streak that Padres put up this season. So I like that pick, but I'm definitely thinking Fernando Tatis will get on that base 2 times. Now we got the last game, the blowout game. Well, we shouldn't expect too much of nothing except for if you want some player props or you want to tease some things. The Rockies are 1-8 on the road going to the Dodgers, the World Series champions. Plus 2.5 is the run line. This is crazy. It's funny. I'm so glad I caught this early because that is insane. But I might just only be for ESPN because they know what's going to do nothing crazy like that. But this is why don't go on ESPN bet because goddamn, they don't want you to make no money. But so you have plus 2.5 for the Rockies. Over under is 8.5. Pitch tonight for the Rockies. Antonio Senzatella, 0-2 on the season. ERA 5.14. WHIP is 2.14. Going to get Dustin May, who has a loss on the season, but the ERA is 0.82 and the WHIP is 0.91. So the Turkle Bull, yes. Tariq School definitely over 6.5 strikeouts. I definitely took that one for sure. That was a no-brainer. But yeah, this one right here, I teased them. At the time I teased the run line up to 3. So I took it -3. Caught a little bit of value. I didn't catch too much, but just enough. So if you want to parlay that game, I would go with Dodgers, tease the run line to -3, and I would take Hernandez or Otani for 2 bases. And you put that together, you get a nice little something. And give you some value for that. So that's what I would do for that one. Yeah. Hey, unless you're in a person that's in the shock value schemes, 8 strikeouts today. Yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna get 8. If he don't get 8, that's because he's gonna get hurt. Other than that, he has to get 8. I'm sure he'll get 8 today. But yeah, like I said, this Rockies and Dodgers game, this is really just this is a game where we should see stats get pat for the Dodgers. So we should see, hell, if you want to make a simple little 2-leg parlay, tease these guys up. I mean, why wouldn't the score be we just watched the Brewers beat them 16-0 on Saturday. So yes, we think, I win the Dodgers, but you never know. But I would at least, hey, if you want to just have the 2-leg parlay, just go with run line, tease up the -4, and go with Otani with 2 bases. You'll definitely smack him. Machado got a demon 1.5 bases on Prize Picks. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Machado or Tatis, man. Them guys always get on base. Otani home run, of course. Tommy Edman 1.5 hits, runs. I like that. I definitely like that for tonight with Tommy Edman. I'm sorry, just because it's the Rockies. But just to be safe, y'all, what's a great 4, man? I'll give you 1 second because I always come on a great 4. All right, give me 1 second, Javi. With this one, you want some for sure. I would tease the Dodgers run line. I know they're gonna kick they behind. So I would go -4. Otani get on the base twice. If you don't hit a home run or 2 bases. The only way he don't get 2 bases if he hits 2 home runs. Other than that, he's getting on base. So I like that one. I would tease that. I would make that a nice parlay. All right, my 4, who I like tonight. We call it the Furious 4. Furious 4 for me tonight. I am going with Easton Lucas over 3.5 Ks, who played for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays pitchers, Pirates, Nationals. No, yeah, I like that. No run first inning. What do you use for research? I use a couple things there, buddy. I'll let you know in a second. You got to subscribe. You want to know what I do. You know what I mean? I can't give everything away for free, but I give away some stuff, man. I can't do everything, but subscribe to my page. Like I said, my first on my Furious 4 parlay, I got Easton Lucas over 3.5 strikeouts. Second, I got on my Furious 4 parlay, I got Scooble over 6.5 Ks, and excuse me, and the Padres. Sorry, San Diego Padres. I got Tatis 2 bases, and I got the Dodgers run line -3. That's my 4. I'll give it to you one more time because we about to close it out, y'all. Blue Jays, like I said, for that game, I got Easton Lucas over 3.5 Ks. Tigers, I got Scooble over 6.5 Ks. For the Padres, I got Fernando Tatis, 2 bases. Dodgers, I got the run line tease up to -3. That's my 4 pick. That's a Furious 4. And one more thing I always do sometimes, not every day. I got a home run parlay for you guys because, we all like to try to hit something big like the lottery, baby. All right, so for the home run parlay, I got Jose Altuve for a home run. I took Otani for a home run. I mean, why not? You have to do that. And I took Vinny Pasquantino for the Tigers. That's my 3 leg home run. They may guarantee, but according to who they're going against, I like the chance for them 3 guys to hit them home runs today. But with that in closing, another day down. Let's go. Scuba over 18. Jojo, that's a tough one. I want to say, yeah, I like it. But just take that. I'll give that maybe a 45% chance to hit. That's just me, how I look at that. But yeah, with that, in closing, with that being said, hey, let's make this week right. Let's start off with some wins. Bounce back. Wasn't too bad of a week last week, but let's bounce and get it better this week. So them are the games right there. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tigers first 5. Yeah, I like Tigers first 5. Why not? Scuba on the mound. But we'll be back tomorrow. We'll have the play-in games tomorrow too. Also, of course, Golden State will be playing against the Grizzlies. Dodgers 3 for real. Yes, -3. Yes, I'm going with that. Jays money line. Yep, I like that one too. They say for real. When you think the Rockets going to surprise you, nah, they got to bounce back. The Dodgers been back and forth, so they're gonna let it be known tonight. Say the homer again. All right, this is what I got. Jose Altuve for the Astros for a homer. Of course, you can't go wrong with the boy Matani for a homer. I'm gonna trust you with the 3, gang. Hey, yeah, trust me. Hey, yes, Astros first 5. Oh man, that's a. Mm, I don't like that one. They probably going to come back after getting them beat by my Cubs. Oh hell yeah, the Cubs, give it to them. And I like the Cubs tonight to upset the Padres. Giants money line. Hey, if I had to pick, I'm going with the Phillies, man. I think the Phillies can do that. Ski 7 strikeouts, of course, of course. You see why? You see I got in the background. I got him there for a reason, man. I believe in the dude. Like I said, with that in closing, I'm about to be out of here. For everybody who missed it on my TikTok, you go on my page, 223ENT. My opinions are facts. You can get a recap for all the plays I made today. Yeah, my cousin won it today. Yeah, I like him too. But you want a recap for all my picks, Scuba, 7 strikeouts? Yes. Go on my page, 223ENT. My opinions are facts. You'll get the recap of all the plays I made today for baseball. Like I said, come back tomorrow. We got the NBA, the playing games tomorrow. That should be exciting for sure. Come back with all the baseball picks once again, because you know it's MLB time, baby. We are in it. It's NBA playoffs. It's time to get money now. It's April. It's almost that time to go on vacation. Let's get some extra money to put in that account so you can do what you really want to do. And it's a holiday week. So hopefully, we can bring a holiday week with some wins. What's that? Major MLB money line. You got to go on my YouTube page, 223ENT. My opinions are facts, because I'm wrapping up the show right now. But I wish you would join earlier. But hey, next time you got to join 4:00 hour. I'll be on there. So my bad. But check me on now. Like I said, YouTube 223ENT. My opinions are facts. You can get all my recaps for all the games today. All right. Hey, shout out to everybody who joined on the YouTube page. Thank y'all. Tell me whatever you agree with, pick it. If you don't agree with me, you ain't got to pick it. But when you see that thing hit and win, you be like, God, should have listened to that boy. But I'll be here every day with y'all to help y'all guys out. So like I said, with that being said, I'm signing off. It is me, the one and only Izzy Gets Busy, giving you these picks. Make sure you join tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. Peace out, everybody.